You are being watched.
Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
Hello.
And we're back for Person of Interest, Season 3. Man, is great. Last time was Moore's Premature Death. The one with Kirk Akavada
Yes.
in. Also had... God, what's his name now? Peter Collier.
Yeah.
That's it. I knew it began with C. Collier in it. Vigilance, they are known as. And it all connected with Root and Shaw doing a mission of recent, and it all intertwined. Man, it was a good episode. And we got a bit more HR, a little bit.
We did.
And we discovered there are Russians in
the police force.
Yeah, it's all going on. What do you want to see next?
Don't know.
Where can we go?
I'm like, will we see more of Vigilance? But then I'm also like, I feel like...
Because you pointed out as well, we haven't seen the old English guy.
The old English guy either.
Yeah, so...
Like, they like to sprinkle things, so I never know where they're
where
going
they're
with the show.
Yeah, what's going to
We haven't seen Zoe in a few episodes. Maybe
No,
we'll see
we
Zoe.
haven't. Yeah, we saw her on Lady Killer was the last one,
Yeah,
which was
it's a few episodes ago.
episode 3. Yeah, so, yeah, who knows. We are on... Go on.
Or the other guy.
Leon.
Leon.
Yeah,
We haven't seen Leon in a while.
We haven't, no. This is Season 3, Episode 7, The Perfect Mark. This aired on the 5th of November 2013, directed by Stephen Surjik, and written by Sean Hennen. Yeah, so there we go. We've seen these names before, both of those people. So, Perfect Mark.
Yeah.
Who's the Perfect Mark?
Don't know.
Find out. Is
Is it a mark or is it a person?
An arena of marks, and they all fight it out.
Maybe.
Which one's the perfect? They find out that the perfect mark is in danger. I don't know.
Sounds very bizarre.
We've got 70 names. They're all called Mark. Do you know? No. Okay.
But it could be like marksmanship as well. You know, like the perfect mark, like an assassination target as well. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, it could be a play on words. Could be both kind of things. Like, well, that is what it. Yeah. Because the perfect mark is someone you target. What, take advantage of, is it? Is that what it means?
Maybe. Like a marksman.
Yeah.
Like a marksman that someone...
But do you know if you're a con person...
Could be a sniper.
Do you know if you're a con man?
Yeah.
Like, you find a mark, and that's the person you're...
We're just...
I don't know.
We should just watch this.
Yes. Full reactions in the description. Need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's go.
I don't really believe in hypnotism.
Mr. Wren, hypnosis is merely relaxation combined with imagery. Ready? Then let's begin.
You ready to be
Please
hypnotized?
pick up a tablet beside you. Choose an image that speaks to your emotion.
This one.
Birds.
Of course.
Form a mental picture.
That's perfect.
Picture them as they fly away.
I could just hear, like, birds going... Like,
And seagulls.
yeah.
And you
It's
can
not relaxing at all.
calmer and more at rest.
$200 an hour?
I hope you get more than an expensive nap.
I want to take you back to a place in your life where you were safe and comfortable.
It might be a
And
bit
think of that
off-putting.
friend.
My childhood bedroom.
What color were the walls?
What colour were the walls?
Certified hypnotherapist.
So invested then.
Does he do birthday parties?
Not that kind of hypnotism, Mr. Reese. Certification doesn't come from any association I can find. During the
made
therapy, I became attuned to the kind of questions that the name of a childhood pet scout.
He was fishing. Getting answers to your security questions.
Was suddenly signed up for a recurring automatic donation coalition. So
What a
unless he's
sneaky
moonlighting
little...
as a Samaritan, I'd say we're dealing with a con artist.
Why'd you even play along, Finch?
I didn't even have a pet as a child. But when I went to Blue Jacket's phone, it was blocked. Contact Shaw for backup.
What
But
a few
first I need to
patients.
look in on our house guest.
Oh, yes. How do you think she's getting on?
Mr. Reese is upstairs with an unhealthy number of firearms. Please don't try to run.
Honestly, Harold,
It's for your own good.
your machine called me.
Your unpredictability, your willingness to hurt others make you as dangerous as ever.
I like the lighting here. It looks really
Yeah.
cool.
You wonder why it won't talk to you like it talks to me.
Aww.
Don't be jealous, Harold.
I was going to say, is it feeling a bit jealous,
Mom
do you
still
think?
loves us both.
Mum.
Oh.
She's just winding him up. How do you think Harold really feels?
I don't know, really.
Bugged, of
Just trying
course.
to work it out, isn't it? Like, the reasons behind
so
it.
angry with her I could kill her.
Tell me about your mother. Speak her name, her full name.
What a little...
Very good.
That's a start.
What a douche!
Yeah.
He's just quite clever.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to sleep this well in months.
Do you still believe you are surrounded by phonies?
The biggest phony is right in front.
Meaning in my...
Eden isn't a half-bad therapist after all.
Sure ain't buying it.
Who's the girl, Finch?
Natalie Bowles started coming to Hayden for therapy.
More than therapy now. Ugh, look at that. I bet she doesn't know about his criminal side.
Didn't that
Go to
work
the
out for
airport.
him?
Maybe.
With what money again?
You and me and paradise.
She was like, you're pathetic. That's
Yeah.
kind of the vibe I got there.
According to his schedule, he doesn't have any more appointments.
Where is he going so fast?
Where is he going?
What's he doing?
Thank you.
To the park?
Here's my $50,000, Mr. Russell.
Where's yours?
Is he like trying to scam him out?
I guess so.
So he's not just doing his fishing scam.
Outstanding. Let's proceed.
He's a long con guy.
So gonna shoot this punk.
He's like the... What's his name from Lost?
You said
Not
about
to spoil her.
scammers.
Did I?
Didn't you say that when they pick
Yes,
who they're...
the perfect... You picked
Yeah.
the perfect mark. Yeah, that's like to do with con men. That was my... Yeah.
We're meeting your contact here.
I'm far from nosy thief.
The only thief here is you. Hands off, sucker.
Sucker.
Who...
I can only guess what he got you for, pal.
Not today.
Jeez!
Oh, God. Oh.
Why aren't you intervening?
Wait for it.
Is he gone?
With his tail between his legs.
What the fuck?
They were so dramatic. The way he's like, not today!
20 G's? Sure did.
20.
Wait, what the hell?
Who is it Hayden ripping off?
He's just ripping it.
Guy's good.
What?
It's when, because she even pointed out, when the police officer went, sucker. It's like,
says
who says
sucker?
that? Like, not today. I feel like I'm being
For
scammed.
just so long. Last time we met, you said you had suspicions.
Cal's department file was
I
sealed.
don't like him talking to her.
No.
It just feels
There's a chance
horrible.
HR could be involved.
I thought HR was disbanded.
The face just scattered.
Talking to the
Not
wrong
natural.
person.
I can get the mayor involved.
I'll take my chances on this one solo.
I feel like she's in real
Yeah.
danger territory. Like, my lord.
Is that going to be the phone call of how much does she know?
Ugh. This music's so good. Well, he wasn't red yet, so...
No.
I think it's more likely that someone is out to get him. Visit some of his more irascible clients. I'll text you on my way.
On your way to where?
Back to therapy.
I wouldn't be near this guy.
Really?
Oh, he's going to end up with no money.
That's true.
I mean, he knows, though. So-
You're making very solid progress.
Sadly, our time is up for the day.
I'm so glad that I was referred to you. Where did you receive your training?
The Behringer Hypnosis Institute
Oh, here in New York?
of Tarzana, California.
I believe I know it. What brought you all the way out here?
Who was it you said referred you to me again?
Oh, look at that. Right. Our time is up for the day.
See you later, sucker.
God.
I like how he was suspicious, and then
Yeah.
threw it off, and then Harold threw it off.
We're having trouble with a money launderer.
We need him to finish one more job. Then you pull his card. Rest in peace.
My God.
Who's the guy? Come on, kid.
This is sounding a bit dodgy.
Is it going to be Fosco?
I mean, HR is... They said money launderer, right?
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
what
I
they
guess
said?
so.
That's your guy. His name is Sven.
Oh.
Linked together.
We call him the Swede.
They mentioned the Swede in the opening, yeah.
I'm following an HR lead. They want to whack a Swedish antique dealer.
I'm on a con man therapist who happens to have a Swedish antique dealer as a patient.
I'll pretend that makes sense.
My con man. I'll stick with the con man.
I'll stick with the antique dealer.
I love this. It's so good that it's all like connecting and
baseball card,
900 for a baseball card was that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Tomorrow, punch that guy's ticket.
What's the Swede's therapist doing here?
He's gonna try and con him out of the card.
Find out why everyone's so interested in the Swede.
I just think of the vegetable.
I'm thinking of blimming
And then tossed it into some
Tyrell
cabinet like it's junk.
What business does an antique dealer have laundering HR's money in the first place?
And why do they want him dead now?
More questions.
It was...
He was spilling his guts to a con man. Take out the therapist also.
My God. But there's been a lot of talk of like VHSs and video games being upped by their price, and there's probably laundering money as well, which makes sense.
That's not the only surprise. Go to the airport and pick our destination. I want to whisk away the girl I love.
Yes, of
It seems to be going well.
Yeah,
Maybe the
not like
machine
he's
was
about
wrong.
to die.
I need to do a few things.
Oh, happily ever after.
Our con man's blowing something's up.
Yeah, something's going down then, innit?
This is fast paced. These episodes are so fast paced as well. Oh. He accidentally spilt his wine, Claire.
Oh, accidentally.
Yeah. Really? Oh my!
Oh my God!
I thought it was going to be Reese or something.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But then that's too obvious, isn't it? I don't think these are certified window cleaners.
No, I think they're using the wrong equipment.
Yeah. Boom.
Who the hell are you? The Night
Saved
Watch.
your ass.
The Night Watch.
Who are these guys? The real cops.
Wow.
HR.
What a way. That took 4, that did.
What's the deal, con man?
My girlfriend is waiting for me. I explained to her and I needed to stash her in a motel. Slight lie. But nothing on a par with you, Hayden.
It's funny coming from you, Mr. Wren.
Had your eye especially on a Mr. Vanger.
Heard of HR, but I swear I didn't know the money was theirs. I didn't sign up for real bullets. I'm out of here. Where's Natalie? Nice try. What don't you get about done? Look,
You can't just walk away from this.
I'm out of town. I can't go without her. She's the only honest thing. Hold on to that.
Sure looks so confused at that.
Yeah.
She's like, is he? What?
I'm meeting my source now.
You haven't touched your wine, Joss. Honey's just HR's skim off the Russians for turning a blind eye to the Yogorov business. Try the Brunello de Montalcino.
This is so interesting. I love that they're
She's like, oh damn, it is.
She's like,
What
oh.
I don't
Clean money. So the antique dealer cycles the dirty Russian money into his own account, and to the auction house where he's told to bid on a certain high-priced item.
Our next item
Man,
for bid
they're
is
scamming everyone.
Yeah.
26. An extremely rare baseball sign. $2 million. I got it bid for $2 million. $4.4 million.
Was that woman like, oh, this guy?
Twice. $4.4 million.
All that dirty money is deposited into HR's coffer.
They've just bought an overpriced baseball.
They're really just fugazis. Fakes. Worthless junk.
Wow. That's, the price has dropped on that one, isn't
The
it?
con man thinks he can swoop in and take a piece of HR's business. He better watch his back.
What a system they got going on.
Yeah.
Little slime
Always
balls.
meet in there.
None of your business.
You can't just kill someone. I got involved with HR. I didn't think.
No, you didn't think.
Yeah.
You just looked the other way.
And you're the only person I've got on my side right now.
I'm not on your side.
I was about to say, I think
I'm
you've
also
got
not
this
letting a
mistaken.
homicide happen under my watch. You're calling in sick. Tomorrow you're Simmons' shadow. Wherever he goes, you go. Now I want to know who's running the bank.
Damn. That's how you hurt someone.
Yeah.
Go for their money, man.
What is going on? Who is that creepy guy?
Hey.
I get a call from someone at your office.
Just be
I'm
calm
not
so that-
one of your patients.
You ever notice how much of our job is like babysitting?
I was going to
There's a
say.
lot of babysitting.
Yeah.
Going over Hayden's hard drive, I'm finding emails addressed to Sven. Here's that Hayden duplicated an email, altered it in the process. Hayden redrafted it, instructing him to bid on lot 426.
He went out the window.
I think she's honest.
His girlfriend and gave us all the slip.
What has he done? What do you reckon?
Who knows?
Nah, what do you reckon?
I don't know. Did he?
You're already closed.
Who are you with? The Russians or the police?
I'm not with either.
That kid has just picked up
the baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
Before you hurt yourself, Sven.
Hey,
Let's go.
Give it to me.
Back up, baby.
In trouble with the customs. A cop named Simmons came and said he could make the charges go away if I helped him launder cash. Get rid of the last cash today.
On lot 426, Hayden played you. He switched out your emails and made you bid on the wrong item today. A real ball, signed by the real 1927 Yankees.
My God.
I sold it for $5.
Oh my God.
I gotta get out of this city immediately.
There you go.
Perfect Mark.
Stuff burns. So we're faking crime scenes now?
A long way from this back at the 8th.
Might want to spread it out.
I think Vasco knows what he's doing here. This is insane.
Congratulations. You've just died and been reborn.
That's so cool.
That's how you do things.
Cannot believe. I can't believe she's doing that sort of stuff now.
Rookie, I need you to hold off on the antique dealer. Something went wrong at the auction house. We didn't get our money.
Sir, there's a small problem.
Just heard from my source in HR.
Damn.
Simmons knows they got ripped off. Told the kid's walking around with a $1 zillion baseball in his pocket.
Young man has no idea.
Oh my God. This conniving.
I kind of hope he does.
Get up. Got something for me?
$20. I mean, the kid don't even know how much it's worth.
What?
But $20 is a lot to a kid, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a cocky little. My God. That
I hope he dies.
Well, the kid.
No.
We're about protecting people.
So how do we track him?
We don't. We track Natalie. I'm calling her right now.
There you go.
Please, I'm sorry, but I love you.
I want to know what's going on right now.
You can't go there. It's not safe for you.
Really? How would I even know?
Yeah, what is he even talking about?
Yeah.
You
But I
lunatic.
deserve the truth.
I'm a criminal
Oh.
and a thief,
He actually told her.
but I'm done with that life. I secured a score that will ensure our future. But let us pick our destination. If you meet me in 1 hour, then we can fly to any corner.
Would you meet him?
He's a criminal.
Stop loving me or even hate me, but please hear me out.
But he's a criminal with a lot of balls.
I'll be there.
Oh. Wow. There you go. She's a baseball fan. She didn't even know it. Man, he's so cocky,
Is
isn't
he
he?
going to survive? That...
I'm cleaning up this mess.
That idiot bought a real autographed ball. We had a rookie kill him before we found out what he did with it.
Yeah.
Maybe the rookie should be handling your end of things. At least he follows through. You said there was a con man involved. Shake him till the damn ball falls out. Make it right, Simmons.
Damn, I like how Simmons is getting
Two
on.
loves. My money in this city. Mess with either, I mess right back.
Damn, he's on blast from the boss. That's so cool. So weird seeing him work against them.
Yeah.
Hey, lover boy.
What'd you expect? I'm a crook.
He's my expert.
Like, you don't trust me?
Like you said, you're a crook.
How could he ever be trusted?
Looks pretty damn real.
I'll split it with you.
Oh my God.
60-40?
Not a half bad deal, huh?
Will you at least let me call Natalie?
You have 30 seconds.
Why? Why let him? At this point, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint, con man. Find your girl in 20 minutes.
I'll give you the ball.
You meet me in front of the auction house in 20 minutes.
Well, damn.
How bad is it?
They'll kill her.
So what are you gonna do to stop them?
I'll give it all away. Save her life. Will you help me?
That's how it goes.
My lord.
Attorney, take the con man inside. Verify the ball is real.
Why do I have to go inside?
Because that's what you were just told. Once we confirm the ball is the real deal, Lasky takes the girl, puts a double tap in her head. Questions?
Why don't we just let her go?
Do I look like I'm taking suggestions from rookies today?
God. He's really like throwing a tantrum, isn't he, after being told off?
Girl. I want to talk to Natalie.
You're going inside first. I'm so sorry.
She's like, what is happening?
Do you think she could hear that they were going to kill her?
Probably.
Call me when there's money and bodies.
I love how Simmons just like do it and then just leaves after being told to not mess up.
Lasky.
Make it look good.
Just incapacitate him a little. Watch your knuckles.
What is happening?
I've punched a lot of guys.
They're making it look like they took the girl, yeah.
Let's get you to safety.
I need a microscope to know for sure, but texture appears accurate.
There is, however, a problem.
What?
Felt tip pen. Those didn't exist when Babe Ruth was alive.
Well, damn.
Is a fake.
He looks very confused. You look confused.
You faked it.
You giving us a fake? You want to die?
Why would I lie?
Where is the real?
Tyranny?
Yes!
Nice!
He has deserved that for far too long.
Where's the real ball?
I have no idea. I thought this was the real ball.
Is it the kid?
Where's Nat?
Put her in a cab. Told her to go somewhere safe.
Or is it her? Oh, is she conning the con?
Natalie, that antique dealer. He may have been your big score, but you were my big whale. From the moment I met you.
Oh.
Man.
You played me?
Now, why steal millions from criminals when you can date the thief?
Where will you go?
Go find an airport. Maybe just pick a destination.
Damn.
Let the dream come true.
I mean, I don't feel sorry for him.
You love something? Set it free.
He's like, I made $120.
Maybe it's time you went on the straight and narrow.
You'll live longer.
I'm gonna need a new office with a few less bullet holes.
Rebuild in another city.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was interesting. She was playing him all along. Did you expect that?
No, didn't really even see much of her.
No, I think that's what makes it good.
Yeah.
But he was the perfect mark all along. I'm glad he's in pain. He deserved that stall in the face. That's great.
Can't help but notice you're not carrying a ball.
The guy with the suit showed up, rolled Lasky in our guy.
You go find that screw-up Lasky.
Simmons, I'm not the rookie. Don't talk to me like one.
Ugh.
You don't find that ball, and it's gonna be a $4 million funeral for the both of you.
Yep. Is he getting a bit big for his boots, is he? I mean, he always has been, hasn't he?
I really think if you could just see things my way and not consider this...
Imprisonment?
This truly is for your own good. This synchronistic relationship that you've developed with the machine, it can't be. I worry about you.
You've misunderstood the situation. You shouldn't worry about me.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you, Harold.
Oh.
You can't stop what's coming, and neither can I. The future is coming.
She keeps saying that.
She does.
You started it. I'll finish it.
Wow, what kind of future?
Lasky, I'm outside your place. We have a lot of work to do. Come on.
This is everyone Simmons met with.
Thanks, kid. You did all right. After these last few days, things are gonna heat up.
Oh, is this gonna be
When I
his
got
death?
involved with HR, I thought it was about loyalty.
Is the other guy gonna kill him?
I was wrong.
Yeah.
It's about murder and greed.
Well, ain't that cozy?
Yeah.
I should have known she'd turn you, rookie. We kill her, or they kill us.
That decision is gonna be your last, Turney.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
I knew they were having like a moment, do you know what I mean? That you're like,
An actual connection and like, he's realised his mistake.
You'll be dead in a minute. 42. Make them count. Simmons. Who calls the shots? Is the answer in these pictures? Huh? Last chance, Turney. Beat him.
Come on, Turney.
She's gonna be like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Oh my god. This fucking show. It's insane. So good.
Why are you watching again?
I just wanted to hear the credit music. I hate that it skips it. So, that was The Perfect Mark.
Yep.
My God. What did you think of that?
Damn.
How are you thinking? So go on.
I sometimes think I'm in a long con of life.
Why? What's your long con?
WhatAreMovie.
Really? What?
Yeah, it's just a long con, really, isn't it? We were like, beginning of this, let's watch loads of shows.
You don't enjoy it anymore.
It'll be fun, and we're still down the line, like 2-3 years later, watching the same show.
We're only 2 years in, and you're not enjoying it still.
I am, but it's like a long con, isn't it? It's just like you're like.
The con is usually a bad thing.
The moment you're like, yeah, this sounds really fun, and then it's like, how are we like only on season 3, 2 years in? Like, what is going on?
Don't have enough time, do we?
It's a long
or we discuss too much. But I feel like us discussing in detail and saying what we like and stuff, I feel like that adds a lot more to the videos than... I know people probably don't watch the discussions as much, but some people do. And I just feel otherwise we're not adding as much. And I want to be, you know... I don't know. People have a problem against reaction videos anyway, as it is, and I can kind of understand it in a way, but I feel like we're being very transformative.
It's cool though, because sometimes when we talk about things, it also, like, it's the way that you perceive what's going on as well, and sometimes, like, we've seen things differently.
Same, or
like,
we notice things the other doesn't notice, or... Yeah. And this is why I love the old ways of TV, of weekly releases, is this is how it used to feel. Like, when an episode of, like, something dropped, and you had to wait a week, everyone would discuss it and talk about it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, who talks about Stranger Things? Nobody. Because nobody cares. It's done.
So, the issue... Like, I like streaming, and I'm a total
I don't mind
binger.
streaming,
I'm
but
a binger.
release it weekly.
I'm a binger. Like, I will happily. But I think it limits the chats you have about it. Because obviously, when Stranger Things came out, you have people that will sit there in one whole day.
Oh, yeah, the ending, great. I was like, okay, but what about everything else?
Yeah, but they'll binge the whole thing in one day, and then they'll be excited about it. However, someone's like, you like Stranger Things? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, have you watched it? And you're like, oh, I've only watched one episode. No. So, it kind of... Like, I get your thing of when it's released weekly, everyone's on
the same page.
Same page.
Yeah.
Whereas when you've got a bingeable things that some people binge quicker than others, that it limits the chats you have about it because people are at different points. Yeah. Because the moment anyone mentions anything, It's Always Sunny or Breaking Bad at work, we're into like, Claire hasn't watched it.
Stop.
Because these are old things as well that most people have watched. That then it's suddenly like, don't say anything.
Like if like. The problem I have as well is, like, the whole binging, releasing it. You might as well make a movie in that case. Just make a movie, and then people can watch it and talk about it. That's what you're making. Like, if you're not releasing it, like... I just don't... I don't get it.
I guess it is also... It's the personal person as well. Because I will happily binge things, but, like, you won't. But then I prefer binging. I prefer sitting there, and, like, I watched the whole of Game of Thrones within 3 weeks.
Yeah, but...
Well, it's like 9 seasons at the time, I think. Or maybe...
I mean, it's not so bad, I guess, when the show's been out for so long and everyone's seen it.
Yeah, but I find it so much easier to actually follow when I binge things. Whereas when I'm spreading it out, like, I think it's easier with us recording it because we're chatting about it and like, we're like, what happened last time? But if I was to wait a whole week, I would be like, I would lose interest.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you not anticipate, like, I can't wait for this day and the new episode?
I've had 6 days since that, and
I don't know, I find it weird.
Things in life, and, but that's what I mean. Like, at least it gives people the variation that there's people that prefer.
Maybe your brain has rotted from binging. Anyway, the point being is, like, I don't know, how did we get onto this point of it? But this episode,
the long con of what I'm
yeah.
That's how we got it.
You were the perfect mark, Claire. No, this episode was amazing.
Yeah.
This show has, like,
There's
just
so much in this.
Got so like this season. My God, is just insane. It's so good, and like I'm saying, if we were to just go and watch the next episode, we'd see the continuation of that HR bit and Carter doing it, and you're like, okay. But at the moment, we're like, oh my God, she knows. What now?
Yes,
what's she gonna do? Yeah, but it's so much more exciting to me to be like, oh my God.
I could get this solved right now.
Why would you want that? Why do you need the instant, like, gratification
I
of
don't
that?
like having unanswered things. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't get that.
See? This is where it helps.
Unanswered things are good.
No.
You can fill in the gaps with your own imagination, like...
No, because then I'll hope
and
for a
wonder.
storyline that won't happen, and I want to know the answer.
Not necessarily.
No, need to know.
It's so weird.
Give it to me straight.
So weird. So bizarre.
Give it to me straight. Matter of fact, done.
No.
Answer it.
Disagree. Anyway, this episode...
is why I also hate... Sorry to tangent it a little bit. This is why I also hate incentives at work. Like when we have little competitions at work, and then you're working your butt off competing against other places.
Yeah, that's different.
No, but then the last day, and then they're like, "We'll announce the winner the next day," and I'm like, "Just tell me."
That's different though. Work is where like you spend most of your time and is your livelihood.
Just everything. I need
and
to
it
know
doesn't
the answer
matter.
now.
And it doesn't matter. Whereas
Yeah, but I
TV
get
is
so
the most important thing in the world, Claire.
Right? But I get so hooked about I have to know the answer then and there.
That's a bit different.
I don't want to wait for answers. I want to know them.
You are the most impatient person I know in the world, then.
Yes.
Why?
I'm patient but impatient.
Why are you so
I feel
impatient?
like I'm patient with...
We're getting so off track right now.
I know,
we need to get back on track.
I was just going to say, I feel like I'm patient with
This
people.
episode in
You
particular...
You can't just tell me I'm impatient.
We just said we need to carry on. And you're like, yeah, we do. I'm so... like, I'm impatient right now.
I was just going to
Anyway.
say I'm patient with people, but with things in life I'm impatient.
I'm really not patient with people. We're like the opposite, apparently. Anyway, this episode was great. Loved it. Loved every second of it. It was really good.
I loved the way it, like, HR are getting mingled in with things
I think
a lot
this
more
is
recently.
yeah. This is like, I mean, even like there was only a little bit in like the previous episode, right? Was it last episode? Yeah, last episode didn't have much HR, but it was still in the background to remind you.
But the episode before did.
Yes, it had a lot in.
Yeah.
There's been quite a bit in this series, so and now she knows that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
So now what?
Don't know.
Take down HR?
I think it also makes sense in some ways, because when you think the numbers that they're getting, it's usually because people are muddled up in bad stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it makes sense that HR
hell
is
yeah, definitely
involved.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool that they've started to interlink the two things.
Yeah. So what do you reckon's going to happen? Is she going to go for him? Is she going to take them all down?
She needs more proof, but
she's got so much. Like even Reese said, you have enough here to take them all, like to take most of them down.
But she needs enough proof of him.
Well,
being
yeah,
the head.
but that's
what
the thing. Here's the thing. Like, not to spoil other shows, but missing puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Once
but
she's
now
got
she
that,
knows the focus point.
Yeah.
She knows who to focus on to get the dirt.
She could literally just watch him, follow him, and then see. Oh,
I don't know. I feel like he's a lot more careful.
Yeah, but he meets up with Simmons quite often, and that would just like instantly be like, wait a second.
Yeah, but it's like, why are you meeting up with this person?
Yeah.
He works for me. That would be the...
Not necessarily,
They need
though.
something more concrete.
Simmons doesn't necessarily work for him. He works for the mayor, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's all the same.
Not really. But, yeah. What do you reckon we're going to get continuing from that then? Next episode. Do you reckon it'll continue? What do you think?
I fear for
the
Carter.
big sting at the end. Yeah, I mean, we said that, didn't we? It's
Because
just a dangerous game.
She's obviously, at the beginning of this episode, she spoke to him about HR.
Yes.
That she was looking into it.
Yeah,
and
he was
stuff.
even like got the message from Simmons saying, "Is she a problem? Or is she
Yeah.
going to be trouble?" Yeah, so
It's kind of like... But at least she knows who to watch her back for now.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that, obviously, they were cutting it onto her, that then she's kind of a...
Yeah, because she was opening up too much to Quinn without
Yeah.
realising, and then, yeah.
Yeah, so she was kind of a target. However, she's now a target that knows who to watch out for.
Yes, yeah.
She can watch her own back.
Yeah. There you go, crazy stuff. Didn't care much for Hayden in this episode, I will say.
No, I feel like...
He got what he deserved.
Yeah.
Because their job isn't to stop con people, it's to just stop people from getting killed.
Yeah.
Or killing people.
Yeah. It's not to make your life better.
No. And he got what he deserved, like we said. Like,
Yeah.
kind of in a similar fashion to the end of the... which one was it? Was the end of... Reasonable Doubt? Was that the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
With the boat standoff
Yeah.
at the end, yeah. Like, they both did bad things, so who cares? Like,
yeah. Just gonna say, it's weird though, because I feel like he was the main person in this episode, but I also don't feel like I really saw much of him.
But
I think he just didn't take a lead role.
I'd say the most you saw of him, he was just being a bit of a scumbag.
He's just in the background a lot more than in
you
the
weren't really
foreground.
ever rooting for him, so it doesn't matter what happened to him. Yeah, which is fine. Like that's
Yeah.
But I mean, we even
usually the numbers take a main role in the.
We even got full. It was a main role in the case of like his whole what he was doing and the baseball and all that was involved in the whole thing.
I feel like it's like everything that happened in this episode. It's probably that his little storyline was like down here, whereas like everything else was up here, like the HR, the Carter.
I wouldn't agree necessarily. I'd say that his story was that story, but him himself you didn't see much of. Like, yeah, I get, but yeah, it was. We started. We won't go through it too detailed. We tried not to, but we probably will. But it started off with Simmons and Turney talking about it, saying about the Swede.
Yeah.
Like, we've got to watch him, whatnot. Turns out the Swede was their money launderer. We found out. But Finch went to hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
And their number was Hayden Price.
Yeah.
I like how we got him to pick a picture, and it was birds.
Yeah. Of course.
This fun.
Yeah. But we find out that he's actually like
he's fishing.
Yeah. So
I quite find it funny as well because just to quickly the subtitles. I know subtitles are often wrong, but it's spelt fishing the wrong way. When you say you're fishing someone for info, it's PH.
Yeah. It's not fishing.
They spell it as fishing.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Right, fish.
Yeah, fish. Yeah.
They sound the same.
Yeah. They sound similar. But, I just found that funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just fishing for bank info.
Yeah, so they find out that his certificates and stuff are all fake.
Yes.
Which then they go down and look at who his clients are, who are all wealthy people. And then...
Well, it turns out, so Finch had given him info about his bank, and then
that's what I was
he'd
about
signed
to
him
say.
up to a charity. Yeah,
that's what I was about
I know. I'm continuing it. We can
felt
discuss.
like you shut me off there.
I didn't shut you off. I didn't say no. This happened. I was like, yes, and this happened. Yeah. So he signed him up to a charity.
Yes, which
an ongoing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a clever con in a way. It reminded me a lot of a character from Lost, like the con man thing.
Yeah.
I won't mention if people haven't watched it, but that's the similarity I saw in it. And even the briefcase part, because in Lost there's a part where they get a guy to give them money to go into business into something, an oil rig, I think it is in that, right? Which happened in this.
Yes.
So that's why I was,
But we see Sean Breeze following him.
Before that, I think Finch goes into Root. Looks like she's in a prison. I really like the lighting, how it's like kind of just cast across Finch's eyes and talking about being, just captured, basically.
Yeah.
And she says, "Are you jealous?"
Yeah, because she talks to me.
Yeah, not you. What do you reckon?
I guess so.
Finch feel? I mean, Finch has always thought of the machine as more of in between human and machine.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a mix. But
isn't this the point where she says to him like, "Mum isn't mad at us"?
Maybe, and then he kind of just walks off. Yeah, it's quite funny.
Yeah,
it's like two bickering siblings. Yeah, but yeah, Reese and Shaw are watching.
Yes, and then they see him meeting up with someone.
Well, we see a couple of other things. We see he's got other... So we see one of the clients is Sven.
Yeah.
The rich guy. We also see another guy who just cries.
Yeah.
He's like, what's your mum's full name? Yeah. But then a woman comes in.
Yes,
and
with lunch.
Very lovey-dovey, basically.
Yeah, apparently they look into her and she was a client and they're like, this is not a client. Like, she's not here for...
Yeah. I like how Shaw was not buying any of this. I love her facial expressions.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, this guy. Yeah.
Oh! Also, at the beginning, when we see Finch in his first hypnotherapy, he tries to clone his phone, doesn't he? And it comes up with fails. Someone else has cloned his phone.
Yeah.
Which then gets them a bit suspicious on, well, who's cloned his phone? It must be a client.
Yeah.
Which is why they're looking into all the clients,
Yeah. But basically, he's talking to the girl. Her name was Natalie, was it?
Yeah.
Nat, right? Or Natasha. Which one was it? I can't remember. I can't remember. I thought it was Natalie. But anyway, he's talking about like getting away and going away, and she's like, with what money?
So,
don't let me worry about that.
yeah.
All along, she's playing him.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
It
You
is.
never suspected her?
No.
I mean, I didn't, because I've seen it, but I didn't remember until near the
Yeah.
end. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Mad. It's really cool how they did it.
Yeah.
It's well written.
But then he's got his last people, isn't he? But he's rushing off somewhere.
Yeah, like, where's he
And they're
going?
like, "Where's he
So he's in the park and he's got his briefcase.
Yeah, and he's like, here's my 15.
50,000.
50.
Yeah, and he's like, where's yours? It's like, he dumps it in, and then
Yeah.
they go off into a building.
Yeah. This bit.
Free, sucker! There's a police
And then,
officer. Even Shaw's
Shaw-
like, sucker? Like, what?
Yeah.
Did you suspect the police
No, I
officer was
didn't.
fake? I mean, this is where, like, as it was going, you're like,
I
more
thought
and
he was
more.
going to just rob them both.
Yeah.
I didn't realise they were working together. I could see that he was fake, and I was kind of like, there'd be more than just one in this situation.
It was when, I think then you're like, oh yeah, this police officer is definitely fake, but is he robbing them both?
Yeah.
And then it's when Hayden is like, not today, the way he says it.
And they shoot each other and like drop to the
And
floor.
the guy
and I was
just
like,
legs it.
yeah.
Right.
And then I like how Fincher's on thing like, are you guys not going to intervene?
Wait a second.
that way?
It's like, did you get his 20,000? I was like, 20? Like, he's even conning the guy he's working with. He's like, here's your half 10. It's like, it's mad.
Yeah.
Crazy. He's just conning everyone. Exactly what Reese said. Who isn't he conning?
Yeah.
We get a little scene which we briefly spoke about with Carter meeting Quinn.
Yeah.
And he's kind of probing her to see if she's still looking into HR, if she's still worried. And she kind of says she is, and he offers to help, but she's like, nah, it's cool, I don't want to drag you into this, I got this.
Yeah.
It's just like she didn't know.
Yeah.
Imagine after like the hindsight of that, like once you find out, she's like, oh no.
Yeah.
He was right there. Yeah, I love the music as well. Like, HR's theme is really cool. Like, we don't get it that often, but yeah, it's really good. It was also like, I was editing the last episode, and Vigilance's theme is really good. Like, we don't get that too often, but we're getting new themes coming in. I really like. I love music. So, yeah. And it's Ramin Djawadi. I think that's how you pronounce it, but he did Game of Thrones, like I said before. I think he also did... I want to say he did one of the Marvel films, but I don't know if he definitely did. I can't remember, but anyway. He also did Westworld, which...
Tell me off for tangents.
No, but I like... The music is part of the show, and like I feel like... You don't notice music as much as I do, but I feel like it's a huge part of like movies and TV shows. Like, without it, like... I mean, it's a huge part of Oppenheimer. Like, literally, there's people talking, like, booming music. But anyway, yeah, I notice it more.
Yeah.
So I buy soundtracks for shows and stuff. So I think I have the soundtrack for Person of Interest. So. Anyway,
how many times did you say anyway?
Anyway,
you carried on talking.
All right, don't bully me.
Just sat here like.
Oh man, fine. You carry on. I was just gonna say their music's very sinister. It's see. Don't make me laugh. I'm still in pain. Apparently. Oh god.
Carry on.
I can't now. I really like how sinister it sounded with Quinn and the whole text message and him watching her.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. So.
Anyway.
Shut up. Shut up, you. You're kicked out of me. You're not on this channel anymore. This is my channel. I'm carrying it on. Right. I wrote Harold fishing for info. I think he gets... Yes, so they have another meeting. And do you think Finch is even, like, asleep at all? Like,
Hopefully
in any
not,
way?
because I feel
It's
like
when I
it's
snap my
revealed
fingers.
stuff.
Yeah. But, I like how Finch is like, I'm glad I got recommended to you. Where did you
Where did
train?
you train?
And he said something. He's like,
Is that
oh, right
New
here in
York?
New York. He's like,
No, California.
it's like, who referred you gay? Because I love how they're both like deferring from each other. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, you're right. We're out of time. Yeah, it's good. We got a scene with.
So Carter's following Lasky. Lasky.
Yeah.
So I feel like the next scene is the bit where
Lasky
Reese sees
Turney.
Carter at the auction house.
No.
Is it not?
No. Because we haven't. It's Simmons, Lasky, and Turney are under a bridge, I think.
Oh, okay.
And they have a little meeting, and they call over Lasky and it's like, you need to pull this guy's card tomorrow. And then they go to the auction house.
Oh, okay,
yeah. And they're like, Turney's like, that's the guy there.
Yeah, but Carter's following them to keep an eye.
Yes.
And this is where Shaw and Reese are following.
Well, they're following, Hayden, who goes in, and then Reese just gets in.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
Yeah. Because we find out, that Sven is their money launderer for HR.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, what did she say?
She says like, tell me your story or something. Like.
Yeah. But they both basically reveal that they're connected by this guy.
Yeah,
like she's following HR. It's like, yeah. No, I like the fist bump. It's so good. The beginning of the show, like they were like, she was hunting him down.
Sworn enemies.
Yeah. They the amount of stuff they've gone through is insane. It's so cool. I love it. So he buys a card for $900,000, but it turns out it's a fake. We find out.
Yeah.
So he's buying fake items.
Yeah, because that's when Finch says he just threw it in the thing.
Well, Carter tells.
Just threw it. Who buys things and then just.
Or does Shaw tell him that?
Yeah, someone.
I think
does.
it's Shaw. Anyway, he just throws the card in the cabinet like it's nothing.
And then this is where we find out that the Russians bring him money.
I don't think we quite find it out yet, but because Elias tells Carter it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we hear over the phone, because Turney sees the therapist is there as well.
Yeah.
And then this is when Simmons is like, we're going to have a 2-for-1. We're going to kill them both.
Yeah.
Yeah. We see that Hayden has bought tickets for him and his girlfriend to go away. I really like this shot, and do you know what it reminds me of? So it's them talking about the tickets, and Reese just walks up to the camera and goes fast.
Yeah.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Fringe.
Yeah.
With the Observer.
Yeah.
It literally looks like a shot like that. Yeah. It's so cool.
I wonder how many scenes that have had people with the number in that if you actually focused, you could probably just see
that would be
Reese in
so
the
cool if
background.
they did that. Yeah. He's like, I just got to sort some things out.
Yeah.
So he goes to the office, spills some wine.
Yeah, he's like getting rid of his
accidentally
computer.
shreds paper.
Yeah, obviously. Then the window cleaner comes.
Yeah, and the shootout basically. He ducks and they shoot, but
Reese
in
and
comes
Shaw
Reese
come
and
in, save the day.
Shaw. Who are you guys?
And then they look and they're police officers.
No, who are you guys? What does he say? You got to remember their nicknames for themselves. I don't think it matters. The Night Watch.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, these guys are cops, like real cops.
Yeah.
Carter checks out, and they're definitely HR.
Yeah.
So they basically take
him to a safe house.
The safe house. It's the same safe house we've been seeing this
He's
whole
like,
season, yeah.
I need my
And
girlfriend.
before. Yeah, it's like, the one thing that's honest about me is my girlfriend. I need to go.
Yeah. No.
Like, Finch is like, we put her in a motel, told her, But didn't get much better this episode.
No.
Oh, he did mention, because he said his favourite, because he's a childhood pet, remember?
Yeah.
And it zoomed in on better. So we get Carter and Elias.
Yes.
Drink your wine. This, again, is another relationship you'd never think.
No.
I love this sort of stuff in shows, when you're like, you get these characters, you're like, oh, they're never going to interact.
Yeah.
Like, I think, I'm thinking of other shows, like Breaking Bad. Have there been characters who haven't interacted in that? I guess, you could say, probably, Walt Jr. and, Jesse.
Yeah.
Or Marie and Jesse or something.
Yeah.
Do you know, stuff like that? But, yeah. It's kind of like if you got one of those pairings, but...
Yeah.
I really like it. But Elias basically tells us...
that the Russians launder money through HR, or HR's laundering Russian money.
No, I think so.
Something like that.
The Russians pay HR to turn a blind eye to what the Yogorovs are doing.
Yeah, but to do it, they give they
give the money.
dealer.
No, I think the Russians give the money to HR, but then they have to launder it. So
They then give
get
it to the antique
connections.
dealer, who then uses it to pay for certain items.
The money launderer, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
When you say
so-
antique dealer, I thought you meant the antique. Yeah.
Yeah, but he is an antique dealer.
Yeah.
That is his job.
I know, but I thought you meant the showroom guy with the hammer. Anyway, yeah, the antique dealer, yeah.
Yeah, and then buys certain items.
But the items are put there purposely. They're fake.
fakes.
They know someone.
Yeah.
They put a fake item in, pay for it, and then the
Yeah.
money's laundered. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I like how she actually does try the wine. She's like, ooh. Yeah.
I like how she gets back in the car after this, and Lasky's like,
Who do you meet?
Who do you meet whenever we come
Yeah,
here?
none of your business.
You know, imagine if she just went,
Yeah. I like how he says, when I joined HR, I never thought that it would be all about murder or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'd have to murder someone. And she's like, no, you didn't think at all. Like,
Yeah.
well, he clearly didn't. Like, he's an idiot. Like,
yeah.
like I said last episode of the one before, you got to
It's-
know you're working for the bad guys.
It's like being part of the popular group, isn't it? Like, there's
Yeah,
such a
the cool kids.
Or that you want to be like,
Yeah.
oh, well, these are the in people to be with. But it's kind of like, well, actually, it's a lot of
Yeah.
effort.
It's not just that, it's a lot of bad.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking it more of the element I was saying about
Yeah.
popular kids, not
Yeah,
not
I get
HR
you.
killing people.
Wait, the cool kids always kill people in my school. Anyway. Lasky's like, I can't kill like someone. That's not what I'm in it for. And Carter's like, well, don't worry, you're gonna call in sick tomorrow. You got a new job.
Gonna follow
Simmons. Yeah. Oh, we find out, I think, through that Hayden faked the email to
Yes.
Sven because
Yeah.
we saw him buy a baseball.
Which was lot 426, but he should have gone for 4.
Yeah, he basically changed the lot number and he ended up bidding on a real baseball,
Yeah.
is what we find out. Which is crazy. Like, the guy's just pops it in a basket.
And then a kid
comes and buys it for $5.
Yeah.
It's mad. Which, did you think it was going to lead anywhere from? Did you think we'd see the kid
Should've
again?
really. Because it was so like focused on, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a crazy
like, why
thing.
else would
Yeah.
you put that in there if it didn't have a...
Yeah. But Carter goes to see Sven. He's like, we're closed. He's
Yeah.
like, no, you're not. And then he gets the shotgun out, but
Yeah.
Fuss goes there for
Fuss goes
backup.
there.
He's like, I know to bring a gun when it's with you. And they end up faking he's deaf,
Yeah.
which is really
Tell him
cool.
to get out of town.
Like, what did you think they were doing when they tipped him over and like?
I was a bit like, what are they squirting on him?
I like how she's giving him tips, like, you need to splatter a bit more. She's like, I know. He's like, I know what I'm doing, because he's done this before,
Yeah.
probably. But it's insane that Carter is doing this stuff.
Yeah.
But now she kind of understands.
It's weird though, because
The way Fusco
she's not-
did it was for bad. The way
she's
she's
not breaking
doing
the law.
I think faking someone's death may be breaking the law. Yeah. I don't know, though. They're not doing it for...
Like, if you're faking someone's death to get insurance...
They're
or,
also
like-
saving his life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
for the good.
Yeah.
These fine lines that we have to ponder in life.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she's on the line, but kind of like... She's doing this all for good, whereas when Fusco did
Yeah.
it in the past, it wasn't for good. It was for his own benefit.
Yeah.
Whereas she's trying to take down HR and whatnot. So.
But they send a picture to Lasky so he can send it to Simmons, who then phones
Unfortunately-
him to say, hold out,
Killing him.
because we need to know where the baseball is because it was a real one. And he's like,
Bit of a
no.
problem. Yeah. And we got... This is going to sound so stupid. We got our first effect I've ever seen. I don't know if I've ever noticed this, but the moon was going up and it had a little symbol for the moon on the machine. Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah. I've already thrown you off with that, haven't I?
Yeah.
I know it. But we see Hayden paid $20 for the
Yeah.
baseball from the kid because he
He
planned
knew.
it all along. Yeah. He calls her to because we missed the part where obviously Reese took him to see
Yeah.
his girlfriend. She's like, what's going on? Who's that creepy guy? And he like walks out because he's like, Finch, do you ever feel like we're just babysitting? Yeah.
And then when he goes back in, he's escaped out the fire exit.
She's like, he went out the window. But he calls her up, and because obviously she's a bit mad, like, why'd you leave me? He's like, she's like, I'm going home. He's like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
What if I tell you everything? And then he tells her,
Yeah.
which is quite surprising. Which is funny, because obviously he's telling her, but she knew.
Yeah.
And she was exactly what he was telling her.
Yeah.
Con by con, man. And there you go. We basically cut to... I think it cuts ahead because then he goes to meet her, right?
Yeah.
But Finch... Oh, he tries to... He's got flowers, right? Or whatever. But he's going to meet her because he asked her to give him a chance.
Yeah, but then it's just Finch and Reese.
Fusco and Reese.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Fusco and Reese. Because he's the expert, remember? He likes baseball. Yeah. Fusco kind of gets it wrong as well. He's like, it looks real to me.
Yeah.
And it isn't, but yeah. But Reese lets him call the girlfriend. And this is where we find out Turdy's got her.
Yeah.
And you need to come here for a handoff. Otherwise, you know. I like even Hayden's like, oh shit, they're going to kill her. Are you going to help me? And it's like... I mean, I guess they'd still help her if they knew she was like a con man. Because obviously they're helping him and he was a con man. But...
Yeah.
Because if her life's in danger, that's their point.
Yeah.
Like...
If her life was in danger, it would be her number, not his.
Yeah. So, which I guess... I mean, they threatened her at the end, so maybe it did come up in the end. We just don't, see that part. But we basically have a big handoff because we missed the scene as well with Quinn like laying into Simmons, like maybe the rookie should be doing your job for you. At least he gets things done. Like, even though he didn't kill the guy.
No,
he faked it. But yeah,
they have the girl in the car, don't they?
Yeah, and Simmons is just barking orders.
Yeah, Simmons is like, Lasky's can stay here with the girl. You guys go in, confirm it's real.
Yeah.
And then Lasky put 2 bullets in her.
I'm gonna go sit and do nothing. Apparently. Yeah.
But yeah, they go in, and then Lasky's just there with the person, and I'm like,
he's not gonna do it because he even points out, he's like, "Do we have to kill her? She don't know anything." Like. And like Simmons is like really laying into all of them for nothing. Like he lays into all, like, it's just the worst because he got told off. Yeah, he's a dickhead.
But I love this because Shaw and Carter come up, and then they're just talking about
punching
him.
it. Yeah. She like breaks the gun up and is like, oh, she's like, I've hit a lot of guys, and then Carter just punches him like, so have I. Yeah. And they like rescue her basically. Meanwhile, we find out the baseball is fake because Babe Ruth's signature was signed with a felt tip pen
that wasn't around then.
Yeah.
And then they're like, the guns are up, and they're like, where's the real one? And he's like, I don't know.
I thought it was real. I don't understand.
Enters Reese and Shaw,
shooting him up, and then I like Turdy's like that, but so good, smacks him with a stool. I love how Reese even says hello to him, right? He's like, hello, Detective Turdy. Yeah. There you go.
But then this is where Hayden's like, I don't understand.
And then we find out she stole the ball. It was the girlfriend all along, and she pays $100 to the kid.
Yeah, for the real ball.
Yeah. And she goes off. She was like, you were the long con, like, he's like, what are you going to do? Like, well, you know, go off to paradise, find somewhere.
Just fly anywhere.
Just played him, so, yeah.
She did.
Yeah. Crazy.
Then we see a little meeting with Lasky and Carter.
Before that, Turney goes to Simmons, all like busted up, and he's like laying into Turney, like... Yeah, it's like... you
need to find it.
It's like, look, I'm not the rookie Simmons. You can't talk to me like that. And he's like, that ball's going to end up a $4 million funeral if you're not like... Yeah. And Turney's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lasky meets with Carter.
Yeah.
To hand over all the pictures.
And they're chatting. And then Turney walks in.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean, that's the last scene. We missed a couple scenes, actually. So... like Finch took more books to Root and they have another little chat, and she basically says she's not worried, like he doesn't like the relationship she has with the machine. What do you think about it? Like,
it's a bit weird.
you think it's weird? I mean, it makes sense because she answered the phone at the time.
Yeah.
But the machine must see her as
I kind of want the end goal, though. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
What is this new world that she speaks of?
What is the future that's coming, yeah. But the machine must see her as useful. Well, clearly she's useful because she's done a lot of things. And she's proven herself useful, like, last episode as well. But, like, why not talk to Finch?
Yeah.
But
Finch has a conscience.
maybe, yeah. Yeah, because, like, he's trying to convince her that this is for your own good.
Yeah.
Being in here, you're not out there hurting people.
Yeah.
You know, but she's like, I'm not worried about the machine. I'm like worried about you, Finch.
Yeah.
You need to be ready. You built a future, and it's coming. Oh, she says you started it, but I gotta finish it. So what do you think is coming?
No idea.
No idea. What is on the horizon?
Cylons.
Yeah, this is connected about Stoglatsky. You got it right.
That's how it all started.
Yeah, there you go. I really like. It's really interesting that we're getting more root, like especially like her and Finch's relationship, because like that's how it kind of. Well, that is exactly how we started, by seeing her was them two connecting. Yeah, because they're quite similar in a way, hackers, but she's done bad stuff. He's done it for good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we. Talking of Carter and Lasky, he hands over the photos and stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, you did really well."
Yep. And then
and he says something about HR, like, "Oh, I realise they're not about." I can't remember what he said. They're all about greed and money.
Yeah.
And and that's when Tony comes in, like, I knew she'd turn you."
Yeah. With his gun
and he's like, still trying to. He's like, "Look, we can kill her now, and then sort this out." And that's when Lasky goes to get him, gets shot. Carter shoots him.
Yeah.
Lasky's dead. Turney's still breathing. Yeah. It's your last chance. I love the way she talks.
With this wound, you got 1 minute until you can't talk. You need to tell
it's
me.
your last chance to be a cop. That's it. She's so good. Did you think he was going to give anything?
I thought it probably was. But
Who do you answer to?
He's a bloody fingerprint on
Quinn. Yeah. She knows.
Like,
she knows. Yeah, madness. So there we go. Where will we go? What will she do? Do you reckon we'll get any like continuation of it next time? Like,
I don't know. It's gonna have to be really careful.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna have to be careful.
Did you originally?
Will she talk to Reese about it?
Did it? Was it the beginning of this season or near the end of last season that you were saying we're going to get the answers to HR? Like, did you think we were going to get the answers at the end of this season? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure, but
yeah, will she open up to Reese about it? Because will Finch be able to help?
Maybe.
Because obviously Finch is a bit more
Text.
PC savvy, isn't he? So he might be able to find some bits.
Yeah.
Because if they know who to look into, helps out.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really heating up. Like every episode, I think, oh, we're getting more. Yeah. Like last episode, we got HR stuff, but well, a little bit, but we got like a lot of the vigilance stuff, and then this, and then in the background, like Elias is just sitting in his basement.
Yeah.
And then in the background, English guy and whatever he's playing.
Yeah.
And Root's now like, oh, there's so much in this show going on, and it all connects, and it's all so good. It's such a good show. I love it. But we have like, oh god, I don't know how many more episodes. Quite a few, but yeah, we're getting there. But really enjoying it. Yeah. Do you think we'll see more Bear next time?
Hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But there we go. We shall be back in a week's time. Otherwise, next on the channel is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Should be tomorrow. It's the end of season 10. Ooh. We've made it. We're getting through it. And then there's only 2 seasons left that I have seen. And we're into new territory. But yeah, see you in a week's time for hopefully a continuation of this craziness. But there we go. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.